Hi guys, I'm back. Today I'm going to read Daniel 1-9, Proverbs 15, Psalm 88. Let's start. In the 30th reign of Jehoiakim, king of Judah, Nebuchadnezzar king of Babylon came to Jerusalem besieged, and the Lord gave Jehoiakim king of Judah sent the vessel of the house of God. He brought them to Lenish and to the house of God, and placed the vessel in the treasury of God. And the king commanded Ashpenaz, chief eunuch, to bring some of the people as a pick the royal family and nobody. You saw blemish of good appearance, skillful and also. And dealt with not standing ready and corrupted standing king class. He smelled rich and languages, hardly as the king's son, and did a portion of food that the king ate, the one that he drank, to be educated for 3 years. And at the end of the time, they would stand for the king. Among these were Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Isaiah, the tribe of Judah. And just chiefly eunuchs who gave the name. Daniel called with the shadow of Hananiah, who tribe Mishael, called Meshach, Isaiah called Abednego. Daniel resolved he would not fulfill himself the king's food with the wine they drank. Therefore he asked the chief eunuchs to allow him not to fulfill himself. God gave Daniel food with compassion and slid the king. Chief eunuchs, the chief eunuchs said to Daniel, I fear my lord the king, who sign your food and your drink. Why should he see that you are in the worst condition that you so in? So in danger my hair with the king. And Daniel said to the steward, whom the chief of the eunuchs had signed over Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Isaiah, twice the times of 10 days, lest we give him vegetables to eat and water to drink. And that appearance and appearance that you used to eat the king's food be observed by you. And you your sons come toward you, so listen to this man, and just them for 10 days. And in the 10 days, it was seen that they were better in appearance of fat and flesh than all the youths who ate the king's food. And the steward took away the food and the wine that they were to drink, and gave them vegetables. So they 4 years, God gave them learning skill and all their return wisdom. And Daniel had understanding all vision and dreams. And then the time the king commanded that they should be brought in, chief eunuchs put them in before Nebuchadnezzar. And the king spake with them, and among all of them no one was found like Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Isaiah. Therefore they stood before the king in every manner of wisdom and understanding that which the king inquired of them. He found them 10 times better than all the magicians and enchanters and all his kingdom. And Daniel was then to the first year of King's house, and the second year the reign of Nebuchadnezzar. Nebuchadnezzar dreams the spirit which was too late left, and the king commanded the magician, enchanters, the sorcerer, and Chaldean to summon to tell the king his truth. He came and stood before the king. And the king said to I had a dream, my spirit is troubled to know the dream. And the Chaldeans said to King Narai, the king live forever. Tell us your sounds of dream. We will show the interpretation. King answered said to Chaldeans, word from me is heard. If you don't make the known to be the dream its interpretation, you shall be torn from limb to limb, and your house shall be laid in ruins. If you share the dream its interpretation, you shall receive from me gifts and rewards and great honor. Therefore show me the dream its interpretation. They answered second time and said, the king tells us the dream. We showed its interpretation. The king answered, I never said to you dream again time. And see that the word from me is heard. If you don't make the dream known to me, there's no sense for you. If you have agreed to speak my power words before me till the times change. Who will tell me the dream? I shall know that you can show me its interpretation. Chaldeans answered the king and said, there is not a man on earth who made the king's command. And no great and powerful king has set out such an magician or enchanter or Chaldean. The thing that the king asked is difficult. No one should show it to the king except that God whose dwelling is not with flesh, because this king was angry and very fierce. And then commanded that all the wise men of Babylon be destroyed, so they decree when the wise men were about to be killed. They sought Daniel and his companions to kill them. And Daniel replied with prudence and discretion to Arach, the captain of the king's guard, who had gone out to kill the wise men of Babylon, declared to Arach, the king's captain, was to decree the king's savage. And Arach made the matter known to Daniel. Daniel went there and requested the king to hold no time. He went show the interpretation to the king, and Daniel went to his house and made the matter known to him by Mishael and Isaiah. The companions told the secret message about having considered this mystery, so Daniel's henchmen not be destroyed. With the rest of the wise men of Babylon, the mystery was revealed to Daniel in a vision. And Daniel blessed the God of heaven. Daniel insisted, blessed be the name of God forever and ever. To him belong wisdom and might. He changed times to seasons, removed kings, sets up kings. And he gives wisdom to the wise and knowledge to those that understand. He does deep in hidden things. He knows what is in the dark. And the light dwells with him. To you, Lord my fathers, I give thanks and praise. You have given me wisdom and praise. You know, you made known to all we ask you. You have made us the king's man, and therefore Daniel went into Arach, and the king appointed to show the wise men about him. You then said to us, don't show the wise men about him, before the king, show the king's interpretation. And Arach went and Daniel pulled the king away, and haste said thus, I found the extras from Judah, and he'll make known to the king the interpretation. The king declared to them, whose name about to show, are you able to make known to the dream and see its interpretation? Then answered the king, said, no wise men, enchanted, magician, astrologers, concerned to the king of mystery to the king's house. There is a God in heaven who reveals mysteries, and made known to King Nebuchadnezzar. Well being in the latter days, you dream the vision you had, your land made of these. To your king, to land, but king thoughts will be after this, and he reveals mystery, and into what it is to be. And as soon as mystery is being revealed to me, do not be considering it was I have more than the Lord living. And all the interpretation may be known to the king, that you may know the thoughts of your mind. You saw a king called very ambitious, image of mighty and exceeding brightness, therefore independence is frightening, and the shadow of this image was a fine glass, just on so it's no one tries of bronze. His legs are iron, his feet follow iron, poly crazy, like stones cut out by no human hand. And struck the image of his feet of iron clay, breaking in pieces, and the iron, the clay, the bones, so in the gold. Altogether breaking in pieces, and became like shaft of some fish falls. And cut the mice, and not chased and good, and the stone struck the image became a great mountain and filled with the whole earth. This is a dream. Now I will tell the king's interpretation. You, king, the king of kings, to whom God of heaven has given the kingdom, the power, and the might, and the glory. And to whom he is given wherever they do. The general man, the beast of the field, and the birds of the hands, so you can rule evermore. You are the head of the God. Another king of Pharisee shall rise after you, and yet the king of bronze shall rule over all the earth. And there shall be a fourth king, strong as iron, which because iron breaks to pieces and shatters all things. Like iron that crushes shall break and crush all these. And so the feet and tears hardly upon his clay, and upon the iron shall be a divided king. Some of the firmest iron shall be in it. You still iron mixed with soft clay, and tears the feet with partly iron, partly clay. So the kingdom shall be partly strong, partly broken. So the iron mixed with soft clay. So they will mix with one another in marriage, so they will not hold together, just iron does not mix with clay. In these days kings, God ahead will settle the kingdom, that will never be destroyed. Nor shall the kingdom left another people, it shall break, and so this can never bring to an end. And it shall stand for justice, all the stones cut by from mountain by no human hand, and that breaking in pieces the iron, the bronze, the clay, the silver, and the gold. That great cause made known to the kingdom, and it shall be after as the dream is kind and said, and his interpretation is sure. Then kingdom begins fell on his face and paid homage to Daniel, and command that offering and ends to be offered up to. King answered and said to Daniel, surely your God is the God of gods, and all the kings knew reveal the mysteries. They have been able to reveal this mystery. The king gave Daniel a high and so many great gifts, and made him ruler over the whole province of Babylon, chief prefect, over all the wise men of Babylon. Daniel made requests to the king. And he appointed Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego over the affairs of the province of Babylon. Daniel remained at the king's court. King Nebuchadnezzar made an image of gold, whose height was 60 cubits, and its breadth 60 cubits. He was set on a plain in the province of Babylon. King Nebuchadnezzar sent together the satraps, prefects, and governors, councillors, treasurers, and justiciars, the magistrates, and all the officials of the province to come to the dedication of the image of King Nebuchadnezzar. And satraps, prefects, the governors, councillors, treasurers, justiciars, the magistrates, and all the officials of the province to come to the dedication of the image of King Nebuchadnezzar. They stood before the image of Nebuchadnezzar, and the herald proclaimed that he would command their people's nation language, that when you hear the sound of the horn, pipe, lyre, dragon, harp, bagpipe, economies, you would fall down and worship the God who is the King Nebuchadnezzar. And whoever doesn't fall down and worship shall immediately be cast into the burning fire furnace. Therefore, as soon as all the people heard the sound of the horn, pipe, lyre, dragon, harp, bagpipe, and every kind of music, all the people's nations and languages fell down and worshipped the God who was in the King Nebuchadnezzar. After the tyrants and King Chaldeans came forward maliciously accused the Jews, and declared to King Nebuchadnezzar, King Lefer, you king have made a decree that every man his sound, horn, pipe, lyre, dragon, harp, bagpipe, every kind of music shall fall down and worship the God image. However, it does not fall down, worship, cast in a burning fiery furnace. Certain Jews who reported over the affairs of the province of Babylon, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, these men who came paying no attention to you, they don't serve the God to worship the God image you set up. And Nebuchadnezzar's fierce rage commanded that Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego be brought. So they brought these men before the king. Nebuchadnezzar answered, is it true, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego? You do not serve my God to worship the God image I set up. And if you're ready when you hear the sound of the horn, lyre, pipe, lyre, dragon, harp, bagpipe, and every kind of music to fall down and worship the image, I may well agree. If you don't wish, shall immediately be cast into a burning fiery furnace. And it was the God who delivered out of my hands. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego answered, said to King, no, because we have no need of answering this hour. If this be so, God whom we serve is able to deliver us from the burning fiery furnace. And will deliver it out of your hand, king, if you have not been known to you, king. And we will not serve your gods or worship the God which you serve. And Nebuchadnezzar was filled with fury, and as the expression of his change against Shadrach, and Meshach, and Abednego, he ordered the furnace heat 7 times more than it was usually heat. Also, the mighty men of his army to bind Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, cast in the burning fiery furnace. These men were burned in quick. They changed their pads and the other garment, and they were thrown into the burning fiery furnace. And because the king's order was urgent, the furnace heat, the fire killed those men, took a Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. And these 3 men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, fell bound into burning fire furnace. And King Nebuchadnezzar was astonished, rose in haste. He declares his counsellors, do you not cast 3 men bound into the fire? The answer said to King True, King answers, I see 4 men unbound, walking in the midst of the fire. They have not heard the appearance of the 4 workers like some of the gods. And Nebuchadnezzar came near to the door of the fire, burning fire furnace, and declared, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, sons of Meshach, God, come out and come here. And Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego came out from the fire, such as the prefects, the governors, and the governors of the king's councillors got together, so that the fire had not had any power of the bodies of those. And their heads were not sin, their cooks were not harm. And they saw a fire come upon them. And Nebuchadnezzar answers that, I slew the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, who sent an angel to deliver the stones. And trusted in him, and so outside the king's kingdom, the bodies were up and said, and they worship any God except their own God. And therefore I make a decree in the nation language that speaks anything against the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. It shall be told in their family, and house lamers, there is no other God that ought to risk in this way. And the king promised, there is Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the province of Babylon. And Nebuchadnezzar said to all people, King Nebuchadnezzar to all people's nation languages done it. These things multiplied to you. It seemed good to show signs and wonders. The most God not for me. How great are signs, how mighty is wonders. The kingdom of everlasting goodness, dominion, generation to generation. I Nebuchadnezzar was at ease in my hand. The rest of my past so dream that made me afraid. And I was aware, but the fancy fish in my head warned me. So I made a decree that all the wise men of Babylon should be brought before me. They make me the interpretation of the dream. Then the magicians, the enchanters, the charlatans, the astrologers came in, and I told them my dream. They could not make known to its interpretation. The last day of the king before me, he was named Belshazzar. After naming my God, him is the spirit of the holy gods. And I told him this dream, saying, about the church, chief commission, because no spirit of the holy gods is in the air, no mystery. No mystery to awfully tell Tell me the vision of my dream I saw in this interpretation. The vision in my head is light, but with these, and behold, I saw a tree in the midst of the earth, and its height was great. But the tree grew and became strong, and its top reached to heaven, its little ends the whole earth. Its leaves beautiful and its fruit, but neighbors were fruitful. This the field of a fan shade under, and birds of heaven lived in its branch, all fresh and fair from me. I saw the vision of my head is light, but behold, the watcher, Holy One, came down from heaven, and he proclaimed and said aloud, said thus, Draw down chain off its branch, strip off the leaves, go free. Let the leaves flee from under, and the birds from its branch, and the leaves salt those roots in the earth. Bear out the band of iron and bronze, and amid the tender grass of the field, let him beware with the dew of heaven. Let his portion be the beast in the breast here, and his mind be changed from me, so that beast mind be given to him. And his same periods of time pass over, and since by the decree of the watch, the decision by the word of Holy One, to the end of the living meaneth and most time Lord's kingdom, and gives it to him evil and sits over the lower estimate. His dream, I kingdom, begins to soar, and you about to tell me the interpretation. Is all the wise man of my kingdom, I'm not able to make known to you the interpretation. But you are able to spirit the Holy Gods in you. And Daniel's name is what shouts and dismay for a while, and still alarm the king answers, Thou shouldst let not the dream of the interpretation alarm me. Thou shouldst answer, said my Lord, may the dream be for those hating and interpretation for my enemies. My true sword grew and became strong, and its reached heaven, it was visible to ends the whole earth. His leaves were beautiful and its fruit abundant, which was fruitful, and which beast the field fancy. His branches birds of heaven to the His year king, who grew and became strong, the greatest ground and reached him, and in dominion to the ends of the earth, and became because the king's soul watched the holy light, coming down from heaven, saying, Track down the tree and destroy, and lay the trumpets reach the earth, bound with the band of iron and bronze, and tend the grass of the field, and let him be aware with the dew of heaven. And this portion he with the beast of the field, to a certain period of time pass over. This interpretation of the king is the decree of the most high, which is come upon my Lord the king. He shall be driven from among men. And Jun shall be with the beast of the field, shall be made to eat grass like an ox, and you shall be aware with the dew of heaven. Some periods of time shall pass over you, until you know what the Most High was the kingdom, and gives it to me well. And as it was coming to leave the stump of the roots of the tree, your kingdom shall be confirmed for you from the time that you know the heaven was. Therefore, king, let my counsel be acceptable to you. Break all your sins of correction and righteousness, and increase by showing mercy to your oppressed, and may perhaps be electing of your prosperity. And this came upon King Nebuchadnezzar. And 12 months, he was walking on the roof of the royal palace of Babylon. And the king answered, says, Not this great Babylon, which I built with my mighty hands, a royal residence, and for the glory of my majesty. All the words of the king's mouth, I fell voice in heaven. And the king Nebuchadnezzar to you speaking, the king is departed from you, and shall be driven from among men, and one shall be with the beasts of the field, and shall be made to eat grass like an ox. 7 periods of time shall pass through you, until you know the Most High rules the kingdom, and gives to you all. And you lead the world preferred against Nebuchadnezzar, is driven from among men, and eat grass like an ox. And his bows were with the dew of heaven until his head grew long as eagle's feathers. His nails like birds' claws. At the end of the days, I Nebuchadnezzar lifted up my eyes to heaven, and I raised them to me, and I blessed the Most High, and praised the Lord him in the show. His dominion is everlasting dominion, his kingdom endures from generation to generation. Though the heavens and the earth will count as nothing, it does nothing according to his will among the heads of heaven, and among the inhabitants of the earth, and none could stay his hand or say to him what he would do. At the same time, I raised and returned to him for the glory of my kingdom. And the majesty and splendor returned to me, and the castles of my Lord saw me, and I was thou my kingdom. And his still more greatness was added to me. Now I, Nebuchadnezzar, just praising soul of honor, the king of heaven. The Lord's works of right ways, the just who walk in his praise, ever humble. He and Belshazzar made a great feast for 1,000 lords, drank wine in front of the thousand. Belshazzar didn't taste the wine, he commanded the master of God, so what Nebuchadnezzar followed, taken to the temple in Jerusalem. He brought the kings and lords, his wives, and concubines, and drank from them. And they burned the golden vessels there. And they had been taken out of the temple house of God in Jerusalem, and the king's lords, his wives, concubines, drank wine. And that they drank wine, and praised the gods of gold and silver, bronze, iron, and wood, and stone. And either fingers of him and hand appeared around the plaster of the wall of the king's house. Opposite the nest, and the king saw the hand is spread, and the king's color changed, thoughts alarmed, his limbs gave way, his knees knocked together. The king called loudly to bring in the enchantments, the chariots, and soldiers. The king declared to wise men of Babylon, whoever reads this prayer, shows to me its interpretation, shall be clothed with purple, and have the clean gold around his neck, and shall be fed rule in the kingdom. While the king's wise men could not agree with the writing, or make known to king the interpretation. King Belshazzar was greatly alarmed, and his color changed, the lords were perplexed. And the queen, because the words of the king and his lords came to a banqueting hall, and the queen declared, the king lived forever, and then their thoughts alarmed me, or the color changed. He is a man whom is the spirit of the holy days, and gods, and the days of fatherland and understanding, and wisdom like the wisdom of gods was found in King Nebuchadnezzar, your father, and father King Man, chief of the magician, and enchanters, chaldeans, and astrologers, is an excellent spirit of knowledge, and understanding to interpret dreams. If they explain was so proud to found this thing, and the king named Belteshazzar, now let Daniel be called, and show the interpretation. And Daniel was brought in before the king of kings, said to Daniel, O Daniel, one day exalted Jew, and the king my father brought from Judah, and I've had the spirit of God in you, and my understanding excellent wisdom found you, and otherwise I didn't change them, but I'm to read this right. You know to me this interpretation, you cannot show the interpretation of man, I've had that you can give interpretation, so I promise. And if you could read the writing, make known to interpretation, you'll be close, but you'll have one chain of gold, and neck, and how it shall be thorough in the kingdom. And Daniel answered, said, the king, let you speak for yourself. Your rewards to know, and I'll read the writing to the king, make known to the interpretation. The king, the most high God, gave Nebuchadnezzar, their father, king, showing greatness and glory, and the greatness they gave all people of nation under the someone feared for. Me what he killed, and him what he cut off, him what he raised, and him what he humbled. His heart slept on the spirit, his heart they dealt proudly. He was returned from the kingly threat, and his glory was taken from him. His strength from among the children of mankind, his eyes made like that of a beast. His arms were the wild donkeys, his fed grass like an ox's body was over the Jew have. The Jew knew the most high God was the kingdom of mankind, since over him you were, and you Belshazzar. Have not humbled your heart, and dirty your this year, lift yourself up against the Lord of heaven. And the vessel of his house, drunk wine, have been burned before you, knew the Lord your wise, and will come give us a drunk wine from it. And you praise about the silver and gold, bronze, iron, wood, stone, which you don't see on earth. The golden hairs, hands, your breath. Hands are always you not on this, the rest of the hands say. And his writing was inscribed, and this is the writing, and that's the writing. Meaning, tackle, and passing. This is the interpretation of man. Meaning, God's number of days you can brought to man. Tackle, you have been waiting in the balance of the family, wanting. Powers, you can use, dividing, give to me, and patience. And Belshazzar gave the command, and Daniel for his people changed the gold from his neck. And a proclamation was made about it, he should be the third ruler in the kingdom. Every night Belshazzar's child in the kingdom's gun. Darius the AD received the kingdom. He was about 62 years old. He placed Darius over the kingdom 120 statues to be used throughout the whole kingdom. And he gave his earth and 3 high fish, and Daniel was one. Daniel the statues grew good account. The kingdom had suffered no loss. And Daniel became distinguished above all the other high fish and such because of the excellence around the center. And the king planned to set over the whole kingdom, and the high fish and such sort of find ground for complaint against Daniel. But they got to the kingdom, they could not find no ground for complaint any for. This is not faithful, no error of all was found here. And these men said, we shall not find any ground of complaint against Daniel unless we found in connection with the Lord's God. And the high fish statue came back unto King Sita. And King Darius therefore, all high fish and the prefects of the statue council as the governors. I agree that the king should establish an ordinance of force and injunction. And if makes petition to any god of man, for that is said to you, the king shall be cast into the lions. No king establish an injunction and send documents, it cannot be changed. Control all the meetings and passions which cannot be held perfect. Never King Darius signed the document of injunction, and Daniel knew the document had been signed. Went to his house where he when his opportunity open to Jews. He got into his knees 3 times a day and prayed and gave thanks for what God had done previously. And these men came by and found Daniel making petition and plead before his God. And he came and said before the king, concerning the injunction, okay, do you not sign an injunction that anyone who makes petition unto God and God of man within 30 days except to you, okay, shall be cast into generalized king, and said the king stand fast according to the law of the means of passion. And it cannot be everything. And said before the king, Daniel is one of the exiles from Jew, pays no attention to you, okay. With injunction you sign, he makes petition 3 times a day. And the king, when he heard these words, must just send his man to the left hand. And he left his son went down to a sea, and then these and came by agreement said to king, and said to king, no king, there's law that means passion, no injunction, ordinance that the king establishes can be changed. And the king commanded, and Daniel's blood cast the down lines, the king declared to Daniel, and God, who is so continually to his Daniel's blood down the mouth of death. And then the king said with the signet so was nothing might be changed concerning Daniel. And the king went to pass, spent the night fast, and no devotion of God to him, flee fast from it. And the break of the day, the king arose the meeting, and hasted down lines. And he made to Daniel, as he cried out in town in anguish, the king declared to Daniel, but Daniel said, the living God, you God who can save the name which is living, and lions, and Daniel said to the king, live forever. My God sends angels of the lion's house. Name will harm me, because there was found blameless before. As before you, king, I have done no harm, and the king's sin will die. And then Daniel will be taken up out of it. And Daniel is taken up out of it, and no kind of harm was found in it. He is a trust in God, and the king commanded there's no who maliciously accused Daniel of blood and cast into the lions. And he that children no wise, that they were raised upon the dead. The lions every pound they break all their bones in pieces. And the king Darius to all the people of the nation and good. And he done all the earth, peace and multiplied, and I make a decree that more order me. He will trouble and fear before the day of God and man. He is the living God enduring forever. His king shall never be destroyed. His dominion shall be to you. He knows and mercy works signs of wonders in heaven and earth. You see Daniel from the Catalans. It is Daniel prospered during the reign of Darius and the reign of Cyrus of Persia. And the first year of Belshazzar the king of Babylon, Daniel saw a dream and the visions and had it lays of it. He wrote down the dream and told the son of the man. Daniel said, I saw my vision by night, and behold, the four winds of heaven stood into the sea. And 4 great beasts came up out of the sea. They from form one another, so fresh of line had eagle's wings. And it looked as wings were brought to lift from the ground, made to stand like a 2 feet like a man. The mind of a man was given to. And behold, another beast second one like a bear was raised to one side, 3 rose in his mouth between his teeth. And saw a rise to bear much less after this of the behold, like the 4 wings of the bear on his back, and the beast had 4 heads, and dominion was given to. After this I saw in the night reading, behold, 4 beasts, terrifying, different, and sinister. It was great, and exceedingly he's strong. A great iron teeth. They have a devoured breaking piece and sent what was left in his feet. It is different from the beard of the beast that had 4 and 10 horns. I could steer the horns, and behold, I came among them another horn, the one. 4 which 3 of the first horns are plucked up by the roots. Behold, then this horn will eyes like the eyes of a man, and now speaking great things, and behold, thrones were placed. And the ancient days took his seed, his clothing twice, and his head like pure wolves. Then was fiery flames, his seed was burning fire. The sheer fire she came out before me, 1,000 served, and 10,000 times 10,000 stood before me. The palace and judge, and the books sat, and the books were open. I looked at them because of the wind. It was the sound of the great words of the horn speakers, and looked the beast was given the body to and given to be burned with fire. And as the rest of the dominion was taken away, the last people on for this season at a time. I saw the night, and beheld it with clouds, and it came on like sunlight. And it came to the ancient days which before, and was sitting in the given dominion, the glory and the kingdom. All people's nation languages, so it is diminishes, and everlasting language shall not pass away. And there is kingdom one that shall not be destroyed. I say, Daniel, my spirit within me was anxious, and the visions of my head on the right one of those to the lost in the truth conceal that. So he told me made the interpretation of things. These four great beasts of four kings shall rise over the earth, and since the Messiah shall receive the and possess the volcano forever and ever. And decides to know the truth about the fourth beast, which is different from all the rest of the traffic of the iron pulse of us. And most of the record piece down was left with his feet, and at the 10 horns on his hand, and the horn that came out with him. Here and before which the three of them fell, the horn that asked in the mouth and spoke great things. And it seemed good that took kind of after this, and the horn made all the same. And Brigade until the ancient days came, judges given for the saints of Messiah, and the time came on the saint for the kingdom. Such a sense with fourth beast, there shall be a fourth king on earth, there shall be different from all the kings. Shall divide the whole earth, but the unbreakable peace of the 10 horns of his kings, and king shall rise, and none shall rise after, it shall be different from words, shall put down 3 kings, shall speak words against the Messiah, shall word saints the Messiah, shall think to change the times of the Lord, they shall be given to his hand for time, times, and half a time. His cautious and judgment, his dominion shall be taken away, to be consumed, destroyed, and kingdom and dominion. And the greatness of the kingdoms and the whole heaven shall be given to people the saints of Messiah. These kingdoms shall be no less kingdom, all dominion shall no serve and obey him. He is the end of the man, as the maintained in my thoughts greater than lonely, and my conscience kept the man of my heart. And if the idea of the reign of King Bathsheba, a vision appeared to me, Daniel, after that which appeared to me is the third. I saw the vision, I saw I was in the citadel, which is the province of Anna. And I saw the vision, I was in the canal, I raised my eyes and saw, and behold, a ram stood on the bank of the canal, and 2 horns, both horns were high, one was higher than the other. And the higher one came up last, and I saw the ram jutting west and north and south, and no beast could stand for it. Because no one who could worship him had days, but it became great. And behold, a male came from west across the face of the whole earth, not touching the ground. And go ahead could speak with his horn between his 2 eyes. And it came to around 2 horns, which I seen sitting on the bank of the canal. I ran him with powerful wrath, so I come close to her. Its rage against and struck the other, and we broke his 2 horns, and ran never at the same point. And I was mad to go and trample on it, and there was no adversity of reference power. And the great became exceedingly great, because he was strong. Great horns recognized it, and it came out full conspicuous horns toward the wind to heaven. And out of one of them came a little horns, grew exceedingly great toward the south, toward the east, toward the west, and grew great even to his town. Some of the hosts on the south threw down to ground trembling. And it was great prince host, and the regular battlefield was taken away from the place of sanctuary of everything. And it was given over to the regular battlefield because of transgression. And the third truth in the ground. And acting prosperity, and Hollow speaking, and not the whole said to one speak, how long the fish could stand the regular battlefield, the transgression makes us, and gave the sanction, her street jump in the face, said to me, for 2800 even in the mornings, and so she shall restore to his rightful state, and I deigned since the vision sword to understand, and behold, this to pull me by one having the appearance of me. And I had a man's voice between the banks of the valley, called to me, Gabriel, make this man understand the vision. So he came near, I stood, and came, I was frightened, and fell on my face, and he said to me, understand the son, and put this vision. Understand the son, for that vision for the time. He spake to me, and I fell into deep sleep with my feet taken. He touched his face, and he said, behold, I'll make known to you that will be louder in the indignation. He reflected in the time, appointed time again. So the ram he sold to him he's the king's medium passion, so good as his king, grace and the great horn between the eyes of the first king. As for the horn that's breaking, the place which for others arises, fork in the shall rise from the nation, not the power unto that land, and they can know the transgressor race of life. He came before face on innocence, but shall rise. Shall be great, not by his empire, shall cause before destruction to succeed. But as the sure mighty men and people of the saints, and its cunning shall make the sea pass upon his hands, and man shall become great. That one shall destroy many, shall even reside against the prince of princes, he shall be broken. There had no human hand arisen, the evenings of the so taught it is true. And still the vision revealed to enemy days and man. And I did not say become like 6 Sundays, and every one about the king to his oath, but it down instead. And if I say their son of haters with descent, with whose made king belong to challenge, and I see the rain, I did not see the books and the days that according to what the Lord to Jeremiah prophet, responsible and the desolation Jerusalem in the 70 years. I turned face to the Lord, seeking by prayer and for closing his passing sacrifice. I prayed to the Lord my God and made confession. Saying, O Lord, the great and also Lord keeps coming steps love to this alone, keeps coming as we sin and done wrong. And done well. The act with flame about turning suffering and commands and rules. You know this new sense of prophecy speaking in tokens, our prince and our fathers and all the people. To your Lord belong mercies, to us they chance that the state and manage to the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and all the near and those who follow in the mouth after you give them. And treasures they did commit against. To us, our Lord belongs to share to our kings, our prince, and to our fathers, because it's against you. To the Lord of God belong mercy and forgiveness. And so, but against them, we have not obeyed the voice of the Lord and God, and we're moving the Lord to step from us by the sons of prophets. Whose transgression unto us sacrifice to obey, was the oath cast out of the ruin of the Lord, Son of God, has been poured out upon us, because we sin against it. He's confronted which he's speaking us against our close who brought us by bringing up his great one. When however there's not been done anything that has been done under Jerusalem's ruin of the Lord most, and all this calamities come upon us, we have no entry. And entry to the favor of the Lord, I got 10 first, and condition, getting inside our entry. Therefore, the Lord kept ready the calamity. And that's what I want to say. A lot of those questions, all the work later. You know, I've been to us now, a lot of everybody people at the man age with my hand. I made a name for itself as at the stairways, and we've done with it. And look, one we watched actually aiming the right to away from the stage, on the holiday because essence. And if it's a father, some people come by with more awareness. If I oh God, this is great, so I needed to place the messy. We and see if it will make it sharp on your century. It's just like I've gotten plenty in here. Open your eyes, see, I just like see this cold by me. You don't present a place before you get to channel, right? You get to great message. Yeah, love for you, pay attention. The line of fire and take my go because see people go away there. Last week, and it makes sense in my head, but I presented my faithful Lord, my God, for the Holy, oh my God. I was speaking in prayer. And man gave her my sin and vision at first. And then I came to you and swift at the time that you sacrificed me, and stand speaking with pain, saying, I didn't know, now I come to give you insight and understand. At the beginning of your place of my sin, now I come to talk to you for your great love, therefore consider what I understand the fish. 7 weeks to create by people who see to finish the transcript when it's into the time to make me. We're going to have lost our righteousness to be sealed by the vision, prophet, and know my sacrifice. Now therefore understand. You go in the way to a storm, your Jews, and to coming in and over, my presence shall be 7 weeks. If it says 2 weeks, shall be Lord's grace and right, but in no trouble time after 62 weeks. And all shall be cut off and shall have nothing. And he who is to come. He will bring cities to come, shall destroy the city, and sanctuaries, and shall come flood the city, and there shall be war, desolation to great, shall make a strong covenant with me for my half the week shall put them into sacrifice and offering. And all the winds of all nations shall come one and makes this until the decree is poured out for that desolator. Proverbs 15. And it's often told the earth, the harvest is anger. So time of the wise commission, which mouth flows powerful. And as what Lord and every man, skill what you need, but general tongue is true, like professors of expert, and full despite the instruction, and whoever hates proof is pruned, and house righteous must trade, trouble for the cut the weak, and the lips of my spirit, and also the hearts of sacrifice, the wicked is abomination to the Lord. Right that I write separate to the way the wicked is abomination to the Lord. Right that I write separate to the way that I write. The way the wicked is abomination to the Lord. He loves to pursue the pressure. Severe discipline for 6 weeks. I face proof of die. Shall not bend my open for. How much know the hearts of Jun? Scoff doesn't like to improve. He will not go to watch. Quite how makes a cheerful face. He is. He is sorry for heart spirit of crush. How to handle his sustained cease. No, it's not force enough. All days afflict evil. Cheerful hearts contempt for his bears little in fear. Bears little with fear. Love the great church and trouble with the bears. Jun has the lovers and fan knocks hatred with. All temperament is such a sharp. He used to end quite his contention. The wave is like a hitch on the path, or is level high, or watching his cloud. The force means better smell. The flows short to me like sense, and he walks straight hand. Now cancel cleanse fair, with many vice pigs to see, with to make an sense and joy to me. And when he's helping his path, life leads up with a prayer. He makes out of his shop, and he locates and passes around, and his word is boundary. Not to look at a long dish to low, gracious word to be a whose grief on his skin towards and has a haze, his price to live. How the rash upon his heart and see, and mouth the wicked will say evil things. Most half no leader, he has prayed the righteous lie, the eyes reduce, and giving his fresh words. He has life giving proof of down the voice. Having no instruction to spread, so he has turned perfect in time to fail a lot of destruction, but he only comes for honor. So I may get a little bit of mess away your crowd day and night for you, the macro come for you, and need to make her. It's also the choice and laughter is nature, and count on there's a good death. A man is nature. Like one silly someone slept around the grave, like there's me, remember now. And they cut off from my hair, you put me to destiny. And we just talking to you, my flesh heavy upon me, for a while, me through the wish. The other close my companions show me, you've made horror to the. I'm sure I can always get my Christian face, so every day I call one year. I spread out my hands to you, do work once for the. You just provide rise up to praise you, steps up to kill in the grave, your faithfulness to the right. I once knew in the darkness your righteousness and land forgiveness, but I am Lord Christ. In the morning my prayer comes before you, Lord, why do you cause I saw it? Why do you hide your face from me? There is place and curse death from me, so I suffer your tears, I'm helpless. And my wrath swept over me, and Jeff was also true, and close around me like for all day long. With me together, you've caused me blood, my friends shall my companions become darkness. And after that, I the Lord's fire, his parents, for them, how me, we can leave out of you, don't know that, and have a good stare, take back for good stairs, if you want to. His non to take me, blood, or snake, and feels the kingdom, and how the glory forever, amen. See you tomorrow, bye.